Hey Lions, I am Island Turtle. Welcome to BOMISpirit. This is going to be your monthly intuitive messages for Leo, whether it's Leo season because his readings are timeless in general, you got Leo in your chart, or you just wanted to come and hang out and check us out over here. There is going to be a part 2 over on Patreon and Vimeo if you want to go into a deeper dive and this is resonating with you. But let's go ahead and just dive in. I want to get started. I'm going to start the Star Codes Astro Oracle for you, Leo. Immediately what I was getting though, family values. Family values, the word tradition was also coming up pretty strongly. I feel like this is just really, really in the forefront of your mind for whatever reason. There could have been something that shifted or changed that put that in the forefront of your mind. You could just be really realizing how important family is to you, or maybe your idea of family is changing. But your focus is on the family unit. Yes, your focus is on the family unit. All right, well, okay. Some of you, this might be a romance read. I did just get that feeling of dating, like dating and then like elevating relationships. So maybe that's also why it's in the forefront of your mind. Maybe you're dating and like trying to find the person, or maybe you're with someone and you're like, oh, you were not my person. So again, something is putting family values and tradition in the forefront of your mind. Oh my gosh, Leo's okay. That's what it is for some of you. Some of you are interested in someone or you are literally with someone, but your own traditions, maybe there's a religious factor here, cultural factor here, and like this person doesn't fit into that picture. This is going to be a very interesting, not interesting read, sorry, that's not what I meant to say. I'm in a very interesting place right now. I've been like in this very like channeled state for quite a bit. When that happens, my speech becomes disjointed. I didn't mean to say interesting, but the word I was gonna say is now gone. So like it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I don't normally get just straight up romance reads like this, or reads that feel like straight up romance reads, but we're gonna roll with it. Let's see. Maybe it's not gonna be for everybody. You could even be thinking of just like the financial component of family values and home life, domestic life. No, I feel like it was about a person. I feel like it's about a person, and I feel like your own notion of tradition and family values is being called into question. All right. Star Codes Astro Oracle. What's going on for my Leos? And a lot of flowers. You could be a flower person. Maybe you just bought some flowers. Oh, what kind of flowers? It's not a daisy. What is that? I don't know what kind of flower this is. I'd have to draw it. It's like, it's not a rose. It's not a carnation. But it's like, there's no way I could describe it. I'm seeing white flowers. Ooh, Leo, we have Aries with act, with the number 1, taking initiative here. And the sense of self and identity coming through with Aries as well. Yeah, your family values and tradition, is that really you? Is that really part of you? Or have you just lived, with these ideas of those specific family values and traditions because it's just what you were raised in? It's time to take priority of what's really for you, who you really are, what family actually is to you, what traditions you actually want to have. Traditions are not always a bad thing. I think traditions have gotten a little bit of a bad rap in our modern society, but that's what I'm getting with that. I want to pull one more. Can I get one more for Leo? And definitely check where Aries is in your houses for those who know how to do that, just because we still have a lot of Aries energy at play and it is being highly impacted at this time. Okay. Oh, well, Venus. 9th house. Yeah, and progression. Yeah, Leo, I think there's something going on with you relationship wise in your life that's making you question your family values and the traditions that you've been operating from. Something's advancing in your realm of relationship. Look at that. 9th house, which is expansion. It's basically like where Jupiter and Sag live, right? It's experience, wisdom through experience is also what goes on in the 9th house, traveling and what have you. And then we literally have progressions. something in your relationship sector is growing, wants to grow. Maybe you want it to grow. Maybe you want it to deepen. And then there's this like, oh, like hitting this wall of what will my family think? But my religion doesn't allow me to, etc., etc., etc. It's breaking your programming. The inner Scorpio in me loves that. It's breaking your programming. Let's go ahead and pull some other cards for you guys. I actually am going to jump right into the, well, actually, am I? Hold on. Beautiful Creatures doesn't want to play with you. Jay wanted to play with Gemini. Yeah, we're going to go with the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck. Ooh. Just needed that stretch. What's going on for my Leos? What's going on for my Leos? They keep bringing up flowers. I feel like the flower reference is definitely this grace. I was gonna say beauty and I heard grace. It's regarding grace. You could feel like someone you're dealing with has been handling a situation with grace. Or maybe you feel like you've been handling a situation with grace, but like there's something about grace going on here. We'll see. We'll see. Let's get into it. Whale, very Piscean. It's the great mystery. It's the subconscious. I can't get away from it, Leo. Family values and traditions, judgments, I did just hear judgments as well, are wanting to be reevaluated so your relationship sector can deepen and expand and grow and evolve. It doesn't have to just be romantic, it could even be friendships. But a willingness, and to be courageous, to go there with yourself. And some of you may need to have a conversation with some family members. I just heard afraid. I did just hear the word afraid. I was just trying to feel where that fits in. Yeah, you could be afraid to like go there and confront these things. Those are big things. But rabbit, that is my card for fear. Yeah, afraid of going there. Afraid of traversing those deep waters of programming and traditions and family values and why that is for you. But I actually was getting more that someone has like triggered fear for you. I feel like someone makes you uncomfortable, but there's a reason, because being around them or connecting with them gets you to look at this, requires you to look at this. Oh, interesting. Requires you to look at this. And you're like, But however long this has been going on, Leo, it could have been going on for a long time. This could have been going on for years, maybe months, maybe just weeks. Maybe this is even regarding someone who's not even really in your life anymore, but it's coming back up now for a reason. So you can move past the fear and the discomfort of going there with yourself in terms of your family values and your beliefs around family and relationships. I keep getting it's about family and home though, and tradition. They see tradition, traditional. Let's keep going. Oh, interesting. This is interesting. Turtle and octopus. This is so interesting to me because turtle is my card for elders, ancestors, family, essentially, and even family traditions and what's been handed down, what's been passed down generationally. And we got octopus. So Leos, this is clearly indicating that there is something in what you've inherited from your family value system and the traditions of your upbringing that might not be so good for you, okay? Octopus is kind of like the devil card. It doesn't always have to be bad. Octopus is a bit of a primordial energy. Some of you could actually be working with your ancestors and trying to like deal with this in that way. Words, sorry, it's late. It's late 30 over here. But I feel like you've inherited beliefs and traditions and family values that are not healthy. I just got to be honest, that are not healthy. And oh, do we go here? Do we go here? Am I even allowed to say those words on YouTube anymore? Does it need to be said? They said it would benefit. There are certain things we inherit from our families that we do know, we're very aware that are not healthy, like addiction, right? But we're not talking about that. Like, this might be, you can't marry someone of another race, or you can't marry someone who looks like that, or you can't be with someone who does this, that, or the other. You know, you understand what I'm saying? Like, there are some things we inherit that are just prejudices. I gotta be honest, that's what I'm picking up on. Picking up on that a little bit. It doesn't have to be that. It could be other things, okay? You know your family better than I do. All right. I can feel some of you did not like that I said that, but it is what it is. Anything else from my Leos? Man, some of you, it's how to treat a partner. This energy I just tuned into on that front of like what you've inherited on how to like learn behavior of how to treat people in relationships or within family dynamics. I gotta be honest, this one's making me a little nauseous. Power dynamics, control, which is also the theme right now. We do have the full moon Scorpio tomorrow. Don't like that. Some of you learned how to manipulate people as part of your like family values. I know how that sounds, but it's like, okay, for example, because here's the thing. When it comes to unhealthy things like this, people who do that as like a normal thing, they don't realize it's unhealthy. They just think it's how it is, right? So for example, like maybe you were brought up in a household where it was okay to yell at people and tell them to shut up. Maybe you grew up in a household where it was okay to hurt someone. And even though you know that that's not okay, even though you know that's not right, maybe it keeps happening in your relationships. This is just an example. Don't come for me. It's just an example. Or maybe in your family, it's more appropriate for the man to hold all the money and give allowances to the wives. Just an example. Okay? Everyone's got their own way of family and relationships. I'm just pointing out examples. And these things you've inherited, they're really not part of your true nature, but it's like deeply embedded learned behavior. And I keep getting your relationships want to expand. They want to evolve. They want to grow. So it's time to look at this. And I keep getting to that for a lot of you, there is a person or maybe many people that have made you uncomfortable, but it's actually just it's just the truth trying to like come into your awareness, you know? Okay. Black egg on whale and rabbit. Black egg is throat chakra. So it is about communication, but it's also about truth. How connected are we to our own truth here? How connected are you to the truth and reality of what these family values have been doing to you and your relationships? And how can that evolve? Some of you, this actually is exactly oh my God, I can't speak. As I'm trying to talk about speaking. Some of you, this is revolving around how you do communicate within family dynamics or people that you are romantically involved with or even want to bond and partner with. That you just learn some not healthy tools. Interesting. Overall, we do have bat, traversing changes and seeing the light in the dark. Ooh, and then we have cheetah. Why is cheetah here? Why is cheetah here? The need for action. Thank you. The need for action. And you did have Aries as act in your as the first card that we got from the start, the only card, no, first card, excuse me, first card that we got from the Star Codes Astro Oracle. It's getting harder for me to speak here. This kind of change requires you to be the one to take initiative, to look at this, to examine this, to talk about it, be honest with yourself about it, and especially if you are dealing with anybody romantically, to also talk to them about it and be honest with them about it. Or if there's someone you want to be involved with or deepen your relationship with, to talk about it. Some of you, this is also coinciding with a level of, I gotta be honest, like superficiality. Some of you, there's a superficiality component here, which would also make sense if you were coming across people who were very like deep or authentic or what have you, that would make you uncomfortable. I'm getting like vulnerable expression. Vulnerable expression is something that some of you may struggle with. These are just things I'm picking up on. It doesn't even have to be you. It could be someone you're dealing with. So please take that as it resonates, okay? All right, Leos, I want to dive into, 16 minutes. We can pull some tarot cards. We can do a little tarot. Let's do a little tarot. The awareness of your relationships wanting to grow and evolve too. That's something that I think is also bringing up some of this fear, because you know what that requires of you. And it doesn't even have to be another person wanting to deepen their relationship with you. It could actually even be you being very aware that I want more out of my relationships. I want authenticity out of my relationships. I want the real out of my relationships. Oh shit, that means I gotta be real. Right? I keep getting the wall you're hitting is tradition and family values. All right. Tell me about whale. Oh, goose pimples. When I saw the devil come out, I was like, okay. And the Nine of Swords, I just got this shiver through my body with the World card here. And this is to clarify the whale. You are afraid to go here with yourself, confronting your own demons here. It's really family demons. I keep getting it's what you've inherited. It's what you've inherited. Some of you, this is going to translate to generational like curses, trauma to work through, which we've been doing for months, but you know, it's still here. It's still present. We'll all work through things in our own ways, in our own time. But yeah, this is knowing that you should, knowing you want to, but being really afraid, just honestly straight up afraid to acknowledge it, to speak the truth on it, to face the truth on it. Well, I'm starting to feel that. I'm starting to feel heavy emotion here. And maybe even needing to be honest with yourself about certain events that took place within family dynamics that were just really traumatic things. Okay, let's move on. Tell me about rabbit for Leo. Let's look at the fear. Tell me about rabbit for Leo. Yeah. Two of Pentacles, Nine of Wands. Sorry, I thought there were more cards there. Two of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, and the Four of Pentacles. This is a very guarded energy. This is very guarded. This is, I really don't feel all that safe. And the only way I can feel safe is to keep myself relatively closed off. And a little bit, I keep getting something about being surface level too about this whole thing. But yeah, very, very closed off here. Very closed off. Why is the Two of Pentacles here? The choice to do this, the choice to jump into this kind of work. Yeah. Yeah. Tell me about black egg. Again, strong mama wounds. Strong mama wounds. Maybe even papa wounds. We'll just say parental. Three of Cups around the black egg. Okay. Three of Cups is usually like a social energy, fun, party. That's usually Three of Cups energy. It's interesting that it's attached to the Black Egg, though. Let's get some more cards out here. Can I get another card for Black Egg? Eight of Cups. There's a Five of Cups energy here. That's why. That's why it's the 3. I feel like there have been people who have left, you know, your friendships, relationships with you. Like it was good until it wasn't, for whatever reason. But again, I keep getting that it's like realizing that you are a factor in it, and you need to be honest that you're a factor in it. And you do want to have more fun times with other people, or again, to even just deepen your relationships beyond like surface with people. But to do that, you got to go here. Yeah. All right, we're going to go ahead and dive into part 2. If this is where you depart, I hope this has been helpful for you. And I hope it also has been enjoyable to watch. But we're going to go ahead and get into part 2 now. And if you're joining me, I'll see you on the other side. Have a good night, Leos. Namaste.